Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast, where we hang out a little longer.
Murphy, this is going to sound so weird, but I'm almost jealous of the fact that you're going to get some incredible sleep this week. When you have your neck ablation, we were sharing about this morning on the show, because that is some really hard sleep afterward. In fact, you can't help but fall asleep sitting up when you're in the recovery room. Right?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't know that it's the sleep that
like
you think it is. No, it's not like real sleep. Mm-mm.
Okay, well.
No, it is. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, I guess being drowsy later in the day, maybe, but putting you under is not like, it doesn't feel like real sleep. It's not like I wake up refreshed, and that's not the way that feels.
Well, no, it's in fact, you're kind of groggy for 24 hours, it seems like. But I say that because, I had a little procedure last year, and you weren't back there with me. They wouldn't let you back there. And so I woke up alone in the recovery room with this nurse, and I was like, oh, please let me go back to sleep. First time I had ever awakened from something like that where I wasn't crying, thank God.
Yeah, when you had serious surgery, when they really put you under,
so
that was. But that's that happens to a lot of people when you come out of that. When you come out of that kind of sedation that you're truly knocked out, where they've got you on whatever oxygen and all that kind of stuff, it's a very common.
I was so embarrassed, regardless. But last year when I woke up and I was alone in there, and the nurse kept coming with the curtain. All right, Miss Jodi, I know it feels great. And I was like, please let me go back to sleep. I really begged her, please let me go back to sleep a little bit longer, because it felt so great. And I bring it back up. I'm sorry to hear that you're not going to have that kind of sleep this week with your procedure, but here's what's up. So I had that long weekend with my girls, and when I was away from home for like 3-4 nights in a row. And when I'm away from
home, you mean your cousins?
Oh yeah, my cousin girlfriends. I consider them girlfriends too.
Oh yeah.
I don't sleep so well away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So the day I got back after work that day, I went home. This was the other day, and I slept so hard. I normally take a power nap for 20. I was out for 2 hours. And it was I think I told you this, it was so good. You guys ever have that?
Yep.
You're asleep, you're sleeping good, but you can't come out of it. Yet you know it.
Yeah.
And I've been Googling and trying to look that up. I can't find anything about it.
Yeah.
It's a rare thing.
What I think you may be talking about, now that I'm thinking about it, when you had your procedure done, and the reason I couldn't go back there is, Sam, when they've got you in that place where they're sticking those hoses in those places, they don't want other people.
Okay, it's not a hose.
I'm teasing you.
I don't know why. Okay.
I had that, and mine didn't have a hose.
Right. But it's when you're first coming out of it, it's that sort of drowsiness twilight thing. It's not. I mean, I'm making a guess here, Jodi, since you and I are married. I know, like, when you're first going to sleep, you love that feeling of drifting off.
I do. It's so fantastic.
Right. And so I think that's the feeling maybe that you're talking about, because to me, there's a difference between the two. I know what you're talking about. When you're coming out from that, it's sort of but what I'm coming out from under when they do this procedure on me also has a memory.
Oh, yeah.
A short-term memory killer drug, Versed, so that you don't remember the procedure. Mm-hmm. So I guess maybe I'm not recalling any of that.
How
as
good
it happens.
the sleep is.
Right, exactly. But I do know that it's certainly easy for me to fall asleep later in the day.
Yes, it is.
For that.
You nap and nap and nap
right.
like it's your job.
But
that's fine.
But the moment what you're talking about, and I don't experience it a whole lot. It's when you get into that sweet spot of sleep and you're comfortable and you start to wake up, but then you drift back and you fall back asleep.
That's
to
what
me,
I'm saying.
That's one of the best feelings.
It's fantastic.
That's usually a Saturday morning thing for me.
I have looked I have looked for what it is. And the only thing I can assume is that it's what's called deep sleep, and it's when the most restoration is happening. Everything is being restored. Your cells, your organs, your memory, everything. And this happened to me the other day. That day I was so tired. It was the first day home from traveling, and I laid down to take up my typical power nap, and it became a 2-hour thing.
Yeah,
but. And I think about an hour in, I tried to get up thinking it's time to get up, and my body wouldn't. And I remember going, this is so fantastic. My breathing was very deep, and I could hear. It was just so fantastic, and it's a rare thing.
You had been sleep deprived because you had traveled for so much.
Yes,
so,
and sleeping away from home.
Yeah.
But it's just in your lifetime, when you get good sleep, you don't know it usually. You know, you're just, you can wake up feeling, man, I got a good night's sleep. But I'm saying I remember it, and it was fantastic.
You almost have to be so tired that you literally can't have that you have no mental stamina left to think or worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So tired that you just literally let go, and then you sleep. You know, there's nothing to disrupt or wake you up.
You also have to have, I think it helps to have nothing to do.
Yes.
Like, you're describing my Sunday naps.
Sure.
And if I have stuff to do, when I start to have one of those come out of it things,
Yeah.
it's like, you got stuff to do, dude. You get up and let's do it.
Right.
But if there's nothing going on, it's
Man,
like,
it's good stuff.
you have no reason to get up. Just shut your eyes and go back at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. Well, regardless of whether you feel like it's really good sleep that you'll be getting this week, I'm happy for you. I'm happy to, after I feed you, put you to bed. I
Don't
think
forget, take away all the contracts.
Oh, take away anything. I wish I could take away his computer.
Right, yeah.
I wish I could take away your computer, but I don't want to do that to you because you'd be lost. But when I, check on you, if you're typing away, I'm going to come look at what you're doing just for worry.
Yeah. Well,
No legal decisions.
I will not be getting into any. I will make no financial commitments. I will make no purchases. I won't even go on Amazon. How about
Very
that?
good.
Ooh.
Very good.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jody podcast.